Hey fellas, 265 Chevy here. Just a little update. I think today is December 3rd. I guess you can see what you're looking at right now is that I put the other manifold back on. I adjusted all the valves in the Firebird. I did this probably a month or so ago. But this is really just an update video to show y'all what I've been doing. You know, it's one of the things. Another thing I had to work on, I had to replace the starter in my, I had to work on my truck and replace the starter again. But no, I didn't replace the starter. Actually, put a new positive battery cable and everything on that and got that up and running, put a new battery in it. And I kept the old starter. I thought the starter was bad, but starter, you know, worked fine. So it probably was the positive battery cable. So let me give you a look. Still haven't done anything on the side yet, but that's gonna be coming. Let me give y'all a little update. Sorry I haven't been making any videos. Took off the back screen. It's already been sanded. A lot of the furniture I have to call Goodwill or Salvation on me or something. What I decided to do in this room is that I'm going to totally gut this room and totally redo it. I already got the ceiling out up here. There's another room that I'm totally gut. I gotta wait for, gotta take some pictures and bring them down to City Hall. And we gotta work that out to see if I can, when I do the outside wall, that I can cover it all up with siding. And because it has a window behind, you know, I guess you can see the casing. There's a window behind here, but I want to put new cabinetry, you know, and the floors are going to be coming up. That floor right there, I don't know if y'all can see that, but they got hardwood underneath. So gonna rip this subfloor up to make it all hardwood, and of course get the floor sanded, or I'm gonna sand the floors, whatever. And then started up in here, started pulling up all the seal tabs. Right now I'm working on the window, put new glass in the window. There's an old window from upstairs in the bathroom. I'm gonna bring y'all up there and show you all the way up with that little project. But right now I'm just kind of doing all the little odds and ends. Took all the moldings and everything, all the moldings around. The door casings completely off, sanded completely down the wood, and refurbished all that. Today I'm gonna try to put some of that back up to get a working window. I finished this front screen that goes to this apartment right here. Finished this screen. That top screen goes over here. I finished that screen for my tenant because they ripped that one. That one was bad. So they got into a little argument, and the boyfriend put his hands through the older screen, but the screen was old anyway. So they got all that worked out. They in love again, so that's good. So got that done. So many things are changing. I've been out getting bids and everything for a lot of this work, and the prices that I'm getting are extraordinary. Totally extraordinary. It's unbelievable. So I'm back to square one. Looks like I'm gonna do the majority of the work. Probably still sub some of it out, but let me see if I got my keys. Where are my keys? Do I have my keys? No. I should have been prepared. Don't have my keys, don't know where they are. They're over here somewhere. There they are. I'm gonna bring you upstairs and show you where I'm at with the upstairs bathroom. But like I was saying, got a lot of, I only got a couple of bids, but the bids that I got just for the bathroom by itself, you know, not even really the total wall on the right hand side or the downstairs apartment was not included in the price. A little bit of it was, but not all of it. And I'm in the 20K range. And I can't, with my budget, I can't, you know, can't do that. It won't work. So, let's go in the bathroom. We still using this bathroom, so we don't have to go downstairs, but the walls have been completely, all the plaster's been pulled out, already brought all to the dump. This floor is about 3-4 inches thick of concrete. That's all gonna have to be jackhammered out, pulled out. That's the window that I'm working on right now to put back in. So I'll plywood up. Hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have fresh light coming through. But all this still needs to be gutted out. All the fixtures and everything, pretty much what we're coming up with. Shower on this side with a little towel thing on, probably on this side. I don't know if I want to put the plumbing on the outside wall. Probably rather have it on the inside wall, that if anything happens that I can get to it and fix it. For the outside wall I have to get a ladder and tear off siding and stuff like that to get to the plumbing. And that would be a lot of work to do in case something did happen with that. That door and the casings are all going to be pulled off next, completely stripped and everything. So I hired a helper. He's not here right now, but he'll be coming back. This is the kitchen, and this is the kitchen. And y'all know about this one. This is the one that I did, you know, what, about 3-4 years ago. Still holding up, still looking good. You know, trying to mimic this, you know, just trying to get it all together, truthfully. Kind of overwhelmed, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna turn off this light. But I really don't know what else to do. I only have so much in my budget, and those 3 things need to get done. And if I did the majority of the work myself, then it probably would fall into the budget. Probably would, you know, I could squeeze it in. It's just going to take me so much more time. Let's get into the other apartment and I can chat with y'all a little bit more. Lock the door. Got these. Little city living, you know how that is. But this room right here, I was gonna get out, but talking to the sheetrock guy that did my upstairs kitchen, he said that he can fix this room. And the problem is those cathedral ceilings, to tear all that out and re-sheetrock it, he said it's probably about $2,000 extra He came up with a $10,000 bid to re-sheetrock all these rooms, bathroom, this room, these 3-4 rooms, which seems kind of high to me. So I'm probably going to wind up sheetrocking the majority of it myself, because I know how to do that also. Didn't want to do it, but you know, probably going to have to. But when I went and got prices for the bathroom, and people came in at $23,000, $25,000, there's no way. I mean, I did my kitchen, doing the majority of the work, the kitchen that you just saw, for about $29K, and that was plus moving stuff into another room, tearing out an outside wall, putting all new sheathing out there, painting, redoing the windows, had to tear out the downstairs wall. If you look at my prior videos, y'all see that. So I had to move the washer and dryer into another room. That plumbing work and everything for about $29K. So I mean, I got a lot of work done with just me and another guy. So what's happening, the other guy that helped me last time, he lives in Colorado, but he's coming down to Dallas to do some work for his daughter. In Colorado, it's pretty cold and ain't really that much work up there right now. So he's gonna swing down and he's gonna spend about 2 or 3 months with me, and we're gonna tackle this. And then I'll have my helper, so it's gonna be me and 2 other guys. So a lot of work that we can do ourselves, you know, so. And whatever I need to sub out, I can, you know, with the the permits and all that other good stuff. You know, we'll get that out and get that done and get it inspected and all, and just move on from there. But the windows, you know, kind of give you a little idea of how I do these things. It's like, especially if you have an old window, what I do is completely take it apart. The window's no glass, no good, I'll get a new pair of glass, but I'll caulk this whole channel all the way around. And then I'll set the glass in and push it down and let it make a good bond and let the caulking dry. What that does is seal the glass into the frame. And then after that, I'll come and put all my little pointers, which is right there. All my little pointers on the glass, which I just got finished doing. And then now what I'm about to do, I'm about to glaze each glass. So now this glass will be ready. The glazing is going to have to harden, which is going to, you know, set up, which is going to take about 2 or 3 weeks, which is fine. And I'm going to try to put that window back together that you saw that's got the plywood over it, and put all the casing and everything back together. And I'll have a working window again in the bathroom. So when we do gut it out, we can open up the window and get some fresh air and stuff like that, and have some natural light. In this room, what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna totally gut it out. All these windows are pretty much gonna be done the same thing, only except down here, since it's an apartment. I'm not gonna take the casings off. Only thing I'm gonna do is hand sand the paint, and whatever fails, what's ever failing, you hand sand, you feather it in, you prime it, a couple of coats of primer, and then you put 2 coats of finish in them, look like $1 million. And of course all the walls and the ceilings and all that get painted. Same thing in every room. The rooms are gonna change. This room, I think when they're gonna do the plumbing up there, they're probably gonna go underneath, because I don't want them to cut into the beams. I'm gonna drop the ceiling a little bit, probably about 2-3 inches, and build a false ceiling. And then I'll be able to put canister lights up in here. And then same thing up in here. The ceiling don't have to be dropped, but whatever water lines that are running the way they're running, probably gonna reroute them to make it a little bit more convenient to get to them. Since the things are open, and that's only, and I use copper pipe, I don't use PEX, even though PEX is cheaper. And then looking at things online, you know, it looks like PEX kind of holds up to the cold better than copper does too. So I might be bite myself in the butt, but you know, I put used carpet everywhere else in the house. I would hate to change it up now, but maybe I should. That's still in my thoughts. All new electrical, all new plumbing. You know, those prices ain't really that bad. I don't know what it is about building a shower and tiling it and everything else that'll bring it up to 23,000, 25,000. I mean, it just seems pretty high to me. But I mean, that's electrical and plumbing involved in that too. But if you take them out, you're still around 12, 13,000, somewhere around there to do everything else, the labor and materials, I guess, something like that, you know. I think I can do the whole job in about 13K, maybe, somewhere around there, maybe a little higher. I don't know. I'm just spitting out numbers. Really don't know until I really get more involved in it. You know, I hope all y'all had a great, happy Thanksgiving. You know, I took a little hiatus, you know, took a couple of days off right around Thanksgiving, you know, because I had to take a break from this, because this is all I've been doing. Plus I'm doing all the other regular stuff, cutting grass, which I see my grass already needs to be cut again, cleaning up the yard, doing my daily things to keep the house running, you know, all that stuff, plus going to work. So I got a lot on my plate. Really having food with the Firebird. I said to myself, well, yeah, I'll fool with the Firebird at night. Well, that hasn't transpired because at the time I got finished with all this, I don't feel like doing anything else. So, you know, so got a bathroom up in here that I'm gonna have to redo. Up in this one, I think we went through another video with pretty much the same issue. Nothing's been done in here. We pretty much used the bathroom. My wife and them take a shower down here and everything because it's too cold upstairs. I'm fine with it, so I just take a shower and everything upstairs and just use the bathroom upstairs. But pretty soon when all that's gutted out, that'll be the first thing on the project list. What we're gonna do with the side wall is totally take all the weather boards off. We're gonna put hardy siding and we're gonna put 1/2-inch plywood, tobacco board. We're gonna have to take half this fence apart. We're gonna build our own scaffold like we did on the side. We'll do that. I have a lot of that lumber that's left over from that. A lot of 2x6s. So we're gonna do from top to bottom. Redo all the windows, paint everything, caulk. You know, there's a sill underneath that needs to be replaced, so we're gonna do that. And whatever else we find. This is pretty much it, fellas. Just taking, you know, just kind of letting y'all know. Y'all get little videos here and there. It's not, don't make any sense to make a video of everything that I do because, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's sanding wood and painting and tearing out walls and stuff like that. But I can definitely give you updates here and there. But the motor's all back together. All the valves have been adjusted. So all that. The only thing I gotta do is start putting parts back on that, and maybe I can get this thing running, which would be great. I could get it, move it in and out of here. But I don't want to waste too much of y'all time. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I gotta go take some pictures right now, so I can bring them downtown to City Hall, and go sit down there with all these smart people and let them tell me what I can't do, you know, and what I can do. Which kind of, you know, it is what it is when you live in the city, I guess. You know, and they tell you what you can do and what you can't do, and you know, somebody made a lot of sense. You know, you don't own the house, because problem that I'm having now is that I got to make that apartment pretty good so I can get some pretty decent rent out of it. I already paid $5,000 in property tax, and I think they might, next year they might go up like 100%. So I might have to pay 10. I don't know, I'm gonna fight it, but you know how that is. You can't fight City Hall. And so the problem that I have there, that, you know, the tenants might be able to pay that bill, but at the end of the day, you ain't really gonna have any money left over to put any money back into the building when things fail. And so the building would just go back into disrepair. So they pretty much gonna probably run me out of here eventually. I'm fighting tooth and nail to keep something my mama worked so hard for, and that she wanted me to have. And I don't know, I might lose it. But the only thing I can do is try. And I'm trying, fellas. Best way I know how. Get up every morning and work every day. But that's a story for another day. That's probably going to be a rant of another day. For me, at least. But you know, like I always say, it is what it is. You know, what you gonna do? It's just how life is. Everybody has their own plight. Everybody deals with their own problems. And I understand. You know, it's just a problem that I have. And I have to deal with it. I've been watching y'all videos. I'm way behind. My videos, you know, I'm like 2,000 videos down. So, you know, I try to watch as many as that I can. I try to comment on as many as I can. But I love watching y'all projects. I love seeing the joy in your voices when you talk about what y'all got finished, and you know, starting it up and riding around. You know, that should be that's a good feeling. I know it is. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go post this video. At least go put it on my computer, so I can take this video off my camera, and I can take pictures, and I can develop that tonight, and then I'll have them for Thursday when I go down to City Hall, that you know, have the pictures and write everything up. All right, fellas, y'all have a good day. Y'all take it easy, and this is it. 265 signing off. Later.